Okay, hello everyone. Thanks for joining our free online lesson. So my name is Sharif Farhan, and for today's basically I'm going to share about one new software and one new technologies which Autodesk already proposed and Autodesk have now. So which we call it as a FlexSim. But for today's topic, it's quite interesting because I will like to combine between current method by how to create a factory design with the FlexSim. Okay, so before we go further, so if you want to learn more about the FlexSim, later we will publish more video on our YouTube channels. Okay, go straight away to our case here. So I will start directly go to my Inventor. So for those that using Inventor professionals, so what you need to do basically, you just need to install factory design utilities to get access to this button, this tab. So once you get access to this tab, so what you can do basically, you can just directly drag and drop whatever missions that you are preferred to do. So in this case, so once this thing's done, so what next step, we able to export it or we able to open the factory design in Inventor directly to our FlexSim. Okay, but the problem here, how will be the step by step to do it. So this will be the result after I import and after I open the files. Okay, if you notice that all the position will be the same, all the shape also will be transferred directly one to one to our from our Inventor factory design to our FlexSims. So let's start with 0. So before I start, for those that first time using factory design utilities, so once you install this factory tab, you can create your new factory setup by clicking new paper. So make sure you choose this factory folder. Choose either you want to use factory in inch or factory in mm. So just simply click create. So by default, it will help us to create one floor plan, which is very clean. So in case you want to import your CAD drawing or CAD data, so you can just directly add CAD overlay, or you can create a new sketch, which you can import the CAD into the sketch. So they will have two major buttons for this factory utilities. First one will be this asset browser, and then the second one will be this factory properties. So to activate these two buttons, we will need to click on this palette. So you will see asset browser and factory properties. So I will like to create first model, which is I want to insert a few component, a few model which are already built in this factory design. So when you go to this system asset tab, so later you will see they will have a lot of tab here. So for the machines, normally we will go to this process equipment. So you will see this CNC machines. Okay, or you want to look for another type of machines. So just look for the folder, and what you need to do, just click. So whatever that have, okay, for example, I go to this FANUC, whatever that have this symbol, which is the green right symbol. So this will be the libraries that we already downloaded. So in case you want to choose the different models, okay, the different types, so what you need to do basically, so for example, I try to go to this any model. Let me go to the Mazak model. Okay, so this model that I not download yet. So in case you want to drag and drop, no problem. It will go with this kind of pop-up. It will ask you to download first. Okay, so once you're done, so after you hit yes, you just need to wait a few seconds until the symbol change to the right green symbols. Okay, now you can just drag and drop. Drag here, drop. So later you will see the UCS symbol, which is the XYZ with the 3 color. Okay, so this will be the color that you can control. So they will have 2 buttons. One, if you go to the top area of the line of the axis here, so you will able to rotate your component, your 3D models. Okay, while if you plan to move the position, what you need to do, you just go near to the origin. Okay, now you can adjust the movement here. You can adjust the position of our component. So once done, right click, done, right click, done again. So 2 times we will hit done here. So in case you want to insert multiple parts or multiple model, so what you need to do, just drag and drop again. Okay, so now I want to insert in here, just right click, done, right click, done. So that will be the method on how we want to insert, how we want to insert symbol or a 3D model into our factory. So if you want to create more interesting item, so what you can do, basically, you can also use this conveyor to create this belt conveyor. For example, I want to go to here. I want to start insert with the straight belt conveyor, drag here. So this will be the straight belt conveyor. But before I go in depth in here, so what I want to do, I want to adjust the distance, I want to adjust the length, the height, and the width for this conveyor. So using this factory, right? So what I can do, basically, I can go to this, I just need to select the object. Okay, click on this factory properties. Okay, and then what I need to do, I just need to adjust the height here. So in case I want to make it 550, okay, and then the length will be around 2.5, 2500, and the width, I just try to make it a bit smaller, 350. And then when I hit enter, the model will be automatically change the size. Okay, so once done, the next model that you want to insert together, so what will happen, it will become something like this. So you will notice that they have a green dot which we able to connect between these two conveyor. Okay, when you auto connect it, so what will happen, it will automatically change the size. Okay, so just same like in case you want to insert the incline. Okay, so what you need to do, just click and drag. So now they will have two dots. Okay, in case this one will be the bottom one, or you want to make it this one as a top one. Okay, so for this case, I will choose this one as a bottom. Okay, and then the top will be a different location, different height. So same, in case you want to edit the dimension or edit anything related to your object here, so what you can do, basically, you can use this factory asset to change the height. 1500, enter. So later you will see the height of the conveyor will be changed like this. Okay, so now how to transfer from our factory design, which is the inventor, to what we call to our FlexSim. So quite straightforward. The method will be straightforward. So you need to install two things. First, you need to install FlexSim. You need to also have the license for the FlexSim. And then the second thing, you need also to install FlexSim update, which is the interoperability between FlexSim and factory design. Okay, so that two parts you need to install separately. Okay, so once you already use this inventor, created the factory, complete factory, so just need to hit save. So I try to make it this one as a SM01. Okay, so since this one is a factory asset things, so from my FlexSim, what I need to do, basically, I just can create a new one, or I can just easily hit open. They will have button for open factory layout. If you are using FlexSim 2025 update 2 with the plug-in, with the inventor add-in, so you will see this button. If not, you cannot see this button. So next step, just hit on this open factory layout. So later you will see the file that you already created. So just need to open, select the units that you need. Okay, so in this case, depends on how big your project that created in Inventor, which is created in Factory Design. It will help us to convert one by one. So for the previous model that I show you, it takes around less than 10 minutes to complete conversion. So I believe since this model in Inventor is quite simple, so we only have 2 CNC machine and 3 conveyor. So I believe that this area will be, this part will be quite fast to convert. So later you will see that this will be our Mazak CNC. Okay, by default, it become something like box. So just need to wait for a while until we get all the information, all the 3D models in here. Okay, so before I go in depth, while waiting for this process, this conversion process to be done, in our FlexSim, you will see on the left side, this will be the button for our resources. Okay, this also the button for our executor. Okay, so resources means what in, what out. Okay, and then for executor means that if you plan to travel or transport component from one point to another point. Okay, so this will be 2 main things that normally people will use. Okay, others just a normal 3D model that we want to pick and place, just same like factory design. Okay, so over here you will see they will have a rack, they will have also the storage and a lot of AGVs line. Okay, they will have a lot of buttons more. So in case you don't want to use Inventor, you want to focus on the FlexSim, also can. But since Inventor is normally the major software for 3D modeling, so what we can do basically, we can just do modeling in Inventor, open in FlexSim. Okay, now you notice that this area completed. Okay, all converted, follow size 1:1. Okay, so to insert all the process, so what you can do basically, they will have a few flow that you can do. Okay, so for example, the normal setup, we will start with the source. So this will be our source, which we are allowed to insert anywhere. So in case you want to also insert your AutoCAD layout, so if you already insert in the factory, should be it will appear in here. Okay, but if you want to insert in here, you can just directly import the CAD data in here. Okay, so for this source and queue, so this will be the result. So this source will be the area that produce item or to supply item. So later you will see that it will have 2 arrows. So one will be like triangle arrows and one will be the box arrows. So they will have 2 types of arrow, connect object and connect to center parts. Okay, so normally what we do, we just click, drag from this triangle to this second object. So later you will see that this arrow red color to this arrow red color mean this will be the direction and this will be the start and end. Okay, so let's see if you go to this source, what type of item that you preferred or you want to do. So in case you want to create a custom source object, also can be done. For example, your company are creating automotive rack, so automotive component like a tire or like brake disc. So what you can do, you can convert the brake disc 3D model as a new source. Okay, so this source basically we can convert it. Okay, we can edit, we can convert at any time, no problem. Okay, this source shapes. So once done, so what we can do, we can control the quantity, the shape first. So in case I want to control the this one as the pill bottle, let me check what is the shape. Okay, and then the quantity that we want to go. So to control the quantity, you just need to go to this queue. So later you will see maximum content will be 1000. What will be the 1000 meaning? So this queue area, it will stack all your source until maximum 1000. Okay, in case you want to control a bit lower amount, so I try to change it into 15. Okay, so what will happen now? So when we hit on this run, and then we try to increase the speed, so later you will see every single moment they will have item until 15. So once it already generate 15 component, it will stop the timing because already set the limit, already go to the limit. Okay, so I believe that the shape is not really good. Now I try to change the shape from this bottle to a pallet maybe. Okay, so reset again and run again. Okay, so this will be one pallet, 15 maximum 15. So we just need to wait around few minutes, around 3 minutes, it will generate complete transfer from source to our queue. Okay, so this will be the first idea. So in case you want to create a program like CNC, so once you already have the source and then you have a queue area, then next what we need to do, we just need to transfer to our CNC machines. Okay, so in this case, right, so once you're already done, once you already complete, let me go change into the simple shape like the box. Okay, and then I reset again. Okay, so now I will start with this process. So this will be our process area. Okay, for this process, right, so what I want to do basically from this queue, it will link to this processor, which is the machine area. Same goes to the CNC later. So when I hit on this button, they will have arrow that we can drag and drop. Okay, also here, we can just directly drag and drop. So later you will see these two symbols over here. Okay, so now once done, so what we need to do or what we can do, basically we can just directly hit run again. Okay, so the problem here will be our component, they don't have a person that transfer the component from the queue to this processor. Okay, so in this case, we just need to insert the operator to make sure that this job need to be done properly. So I try to delete these two line again. Okay, escape first. This one, delete. Where's the delete one? Okay, let me undo a little bit. I think it delete already. Okay, let me try to, or maybe I just delete these machines. No, because I not reset. Okay. Okay, so this one and this one. Okay, so I just try to insert my operator, which this operator also we can change the properties. In case you want to make it as a male operator or any kind of model, so basically we can just change in here. Boy, which is very standard, very common. Okay, so this will be the male operator. Skin texture, we can just change to any skins here. Okay, so once done, so what we need to do, basically, we just need to connect our item from here to here, which easy for me to use connect center port. So this will be our center port to this center port. Okay, if you notice that this center port already done, and from here, basically, when you click this button, they will have button use transport. Okay, so this will be our use transport. So from here, we can just directly change to any transporter inside our model. Okay, so easy for us to select by using this symbol here, the eyedrop symbol. So this will be the operator. Okay. So now we will notice if we try to play again. So what we will see? We will see the component and we will start to see basically, is that too fast or no? Let me check here. So this one also, I just try to connect. And this one, I change to operator 1. Okay, so the loading time, 1 second and 1 second. Okay, so from here, when you hit run, should be start moving here. But it's okay. So this will be the example. So the proper connection, once done, so what you can see next, basically, you will see that over here, you will also need to insert one queue, which is the item. Okay, and this object, we also need to connect to our queue here. Sorry. So this one, just click to here and just click to here. Okay, and the last part will be this sink. So from here, we just need directly to connect between these 2 points. Okay, so when you hit reset and you try to click run, so what you can see basically from this point, it will go to here, it will go to next point. This will be the first queue. Okay, so when you try to make it faster, so now you will notice that this area will be fixed at what we call 15 value. So the reason why this queue don't have anything, so because after they go to here, it directly go to sync. Sync means go to another process. So what we can do basically for this case, we can just directly delete first this area before we start with the next process. So when you just hit run again, so try to make it a bit slower. Okay, so now it already transferred this item to the next item. Okay, it will go to first queue to second queue. You can rename anything. You can rename, depends on your company preference. Okay, so same goes to this CNC machines. Okay, so in this, the CNC machine, basically we can control the process time. We can also control the, whatever you plan, maybe first side and then second side, you want to do the rotation. Okay, so that will also can be controlled. Okay, so once done, because this one we don't set any limit, so this queue able to go up to 1000. Okay, because we don't set any limits. So what happen if I add extra operator? Okay, extra operator. Okay, just same process, just a same concept. We can also create two things. So for example, I want to make it this one. It will attach to here. Will attach to here. Okay, so we just try to hit run. Let's see what will happen. Okay, so the reason why we call this second operator does not move, because of if you notice that just now when we click on this button, when we click on the queue and also the machine processor, we just mentioned that use operator, which is the operator one. Operator two, this does not been selected. Okay, so that will be the reason. Basically, this area also we can control by using some formula, operator 1 and operator 2. So both two person will work at the same location. So then we no need to get this line, because we just want to make sure this operator working at the same area like the operator 1. Okay, so that will be the idea on how it works, okay, for this FlexSim. Okay, so inside this FlexSim also, they will have a lot more good features, which you are also able to do the AGV. Okay, so for example, for some AGV model, right? So let me try to open a few models. No. Eh. So AGV means you want to transfer like transfer item like forklift. Okay, so in case you want to you already create the 3D models properly, and later what you can see, this will be, let me try to open. Okay, I cannot find my folder here. Wait, hold on. Okay, so this will be the arrangement. Okay, so for this AGV, right? So what we can do, basically we want to transport from one point to another point. Okay, for this point we have our own setting, which is our own process. The second point will be the next process. So we want to transfer from AGV, means automated guided vehicle. Okay, so we will guide this vehicle to follow the routings. Okay, exactly follow our routings. So for this AGV. Okay, so AGV button will be used on here, task executor. So when you go to this task executor, you can choose either this object are manually moved, or you can choose this object as a AGV. okay, which follow our setting. Okay, they have some lagging here. Okay, while waiting for the file to be open, so I just try to give some summary for this factory inventor. So inventor factory, next step, what you need to do, first, you just go to manage.autodesk.com. So log into your account and download first inventor, and second, just download the inventor factory design utilities. So go to the product and services. So later you will see on this bottom area, okay, so my Inventor Pro will be this software. Okay, so I need to install this Inventor Pro first. Okay, once install this Inventor Pro, I also need to install the factory design. Factory design. Make sure the version will be the same. So in case you install Inventor 2025, factory design also need to be installed 2025. Okay, so once done, what you can do next, you can go to FlexSim website. Okay, so go to this flexsim.com. Okay, over here you can, in case you don't have the license, you can request a trial. Okay, but once you already done, you can just directly log into your account in this FlexSim. So once you log in, you will notice that they will have a button for download. You can download the software FlexSim. Okay, so this software FlexSim, you can download the software, which is the latest update. Make sure you download the latest update. Okay, for the link between Inventor to the FlexSim, what you need to do, you need to go to this third-party modules. So later you will see this one, Autodesk Interprobe FlexSim module. Just download and install these things also. Okay, so a few things you need to download now to make access, to make sure that you're able to access the capability. I think better I turn off first. Okay, because FlexSim is not like Inventor, it's very fast to open. So I prefer to, okay. So again, FlexSim. So FlexSim update. So you just need to click here. So just open. So wait for a while. The software is not really heavy, but the problem here, because the software you need, if you want to install the one version, it will cost you around 1 gig storage. It's not really heavy. It's very fast to handle, very fast to install, very fast to open. It's not like Inventor. Inventor a bit lagging, a bit heavy software. Okay. Okay, so for here, this will be the sample for robotic models. The AGV also I have sample, but I think the time is not enough to show everything. Okay, so this will be the result for the robotic model. So once done, once you already do the setting and so on, just when you hit run, so later what you can see, the timing will start. Now the speed already go with 4. So if I want to make it double, okay, or I want to make it more faster, we can just change. So later you will see that this item are moving. Okay, the dashboard also we can setting here. On the right side, you also can control the dashboard. You want to study the optimization and also to study the what will be this robot, what will be the working time for this for each workers or each machines. Okay, now you will see that robot 1, robot 5 start doing their job. Robot 4 also start doing the job. Okay, so once done, okay, if you try to make it a little bit more faster, you will see that all the component will be start moving around. Okay, so I can say that this one is quite new. Okay, I'm pretty sure that everyone will be interested with this kind of technology. Okay, but you can try to install the FlexSim, the trial version at first. Okay, all this setting can be done in the FlexSim. The robot here are already built in also in the factory design. Okay, you can download the factory design there inside the factory design, because inside this factory, so you can also look for the robots. So over here we can look for a robot. They will have a KUKA robot. Okay, they will have also the brand, the models. So when you go to here, click drag. So download first and just can easily drag here. Okay, so download first. So wait until it complete download. What we can do next, drag. So all the robot also already built in here. Okay, no need to redraw, no need to remodel. Unless you have a custom parts, that will be the different story. You need to manually draw the custom one. Okay, so that will be my sharing so far. Any questions on the chat? Okay, so far no. Okay, don't forget to go to our website. So go to our events, calendar of event. You will see a lot of more interesting topics that you to be learned. Okay, so next month we will have topics that related to Plant 3D and also this Inventor to Revit. So this will be good technology, good info for those that manufacturer that want to create a 3D model to construction, to want to create the RVT or RFA files to construction. This will be the good topics to be learned. Okay, so far no question. Okay, thank you so much everyone for our to join our free online lesson today. Okay, see you on the next free online lesson. Bye bye. Most welcome.